Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Sam. This is a con review. This is actually my first con review ever. I've only been to 4 cons and my 4th Supanova, which I went to about a week ago, was awesome. Sorry that I haven't had a chance to be able to upload one sooner, but I've been super busy on my super professional presentation that I had to do for IT that just so happened to have the title Why Scott Pilgrim is Awesome. It's the Instagram photo that transpired, and yes, I've got Instagram. I told myself I never would. So I've been a little bit depressed lately because I basically had no time to cook or do fun stuff because I've been too busy working on it. Also procrastinating. And then everything changed when Daft Punk attacked. Released a single. Also, it probably helped that I got half of my first class off, and I also did awesome with my presentation and got 100 in that and like everything else. However, I digress. I want to go on to my con review. I'm sincerely hoping that this isn't going to be too crappy. I don't really have super exciting con experience. I cosplayed for the entire day as a gender-bent Harley Quinn, which I like to call Charlie Quinn, even though some people are very persistent in the fact that Harley is in fact a guy's name. But I wanted a distinction, even though I guess Charlie can also be a woman's name, so... I'd love to be able to show you my shots from a really fancy photo shoot, but there are 2 problems. 1, I didn't have a very fancy photo shoot at all, because I didn't organise a photographer because I spent the last week before the thing going, oh no, it's going to be awful, isn't it? And it actually ended up looking pretty good. 2, I did have somewhat of a photo shoot in that I had 2 photos of me attacking my friend, and the person hadn't uploaded them because she lent her SD card to a friend and she hasn't passed it on. So instead, enjoy this montage of really crappy iPhone selfies. It was so awesome getting into this costume because I spent like half of my holidays on it, and to be actually able to put it on was an amazing feeling because 1, I love doing the makeup because it's all blurred, and despite the fact that I had issues like I couldn't find my wig thing, just putting everything on, just having the makeup, and then I put my shirt and my vest on and I was just like, oh, this is amazing, this is like perfect. Ended up losing my bow tie and stuff, which kind of sucked. But that's not the point. I then met up with a few of my friends, including Pathological. I will put her thing, well actually she calls herself Path, but Pathological online, just look in the description. So I caught up with my friend from TAFE, Jade, and her friend Sarah, but sadly not my other TAFE friends because they didn't come because one was sick and one we just assume is in kind of a limbo between sick, dead, and just not wanting to come to school or do anything. Because admittedly she lives like miles away, but still. So we went there and it was really cool because Path actually knew one of the people that was working in Artist Alley, so we got to catch up with him, which was awesome because I absolutely love his art, and I probably should have tried to do what she did and just like chat with him. So yeah, because he's a cool guy, I really like him, and I can't wait till Comic-Con before I get to meet him again, which is Rice Spirit, and I'll talk about him soon. And basically the entire day I just spent kind of meandering around because it's a really fun, it's really fun being in cons and seeing all the awesome cosplayers. There was one that was like a zombie that was like super realistic, like there was blood like dripping and hanging off the side and just But because I want to actually be able to say something in this review instead of just me meandering around, I absolutely love cons. This was by far the biggest con that I've been to because, oh my god, the dealer's room was like packed, and yet it was like the size of like 2 or 3 gyms. And I was like, whoa, this is massive. It was also really good because I got a chance to meet some of the other friends that I only just kind of acquainted myself with a bit, such as Miwa, who is one of the Australian Deviant admins, along with Pathological, and she's a really awesome chick, and Path's an awesome chick, and I'm not an awesome chick because I'm not a chick. Yep. But I figured since I haven't really talked about anything super interesting, I'd include my little kind of haul thing, let you know how the lady YouTubers like to talk about all the awesome stuff they've bought. Well, I figured I would do one for cons because I buy so much stuff. I actually broke my record for the amount of money spent at a con, which might not sound that impressive, but the previous record included the fact that I had to pay $40 for a ticket. So I believe I set the bar at this con at about $96 now. It was previously about $90. So yeah, I got my spend on. I've been saving for ages though. Keep in mind that I'm not including a few things that I'm getting for friends because that would just ruin the surprise. I mean, geez. So first off, I've got these 3 prints by Rice Spirit. So I've got Pokemon, Zelda. Wait, that's gonna completely screw everything up, isn't it? I'll just Zelda and Pokemon again. Also, oh my god. Also, if I can focus, they're signed Rice Spirit. You can't really see it, but Rice Spirit and Rice Spirit. So it was so awesome that I got these prints. Thank you, Rice Spirit. If you're watching, odds are you're not. Okay? Someone tell him, please. Please. But seriously, you're an awesome guy. Your prints are amazing. And I don't really know you as a person, but you seem like a nice guy. Yep, you took my money with grace. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Me, people's words at you. Second thing that I got was this Monday shirt. And I think, honestly, half the reason that I bought it is because the con was on a Sunday and it was the last day of my holiday. So I was just like, yeah, I can show how depressed I am about going back to school in the form of a shirt. But I'm thinking what I might do is I might try and wear it every day, every Monday. I was potentially thinking of wearing it today for this video, but then there would be 2 problems. One, it's freezing, so you wouldn't see it under the jumper. And 2, it's Friday, so that is inaccurate. You should be happy. You have the weekend to look forward to. It's Friday. Friday, you have got to get down on Friday. The main reason I felt a real need to include those 2 first is because then I can include all the badges that I got at the very end. Because, let me tell you, I adore con badges at... I've got badges at almost every single con that I've been to. The only exception was Armageddon, but that was because I had $40. And I was just like, should I buy con merchandise or eat? So I decided to do neither, and then get like lunch at like 4. So that was a good decision. But to all the other cons I've been to, Manifest, a little mini con at the start of the year called AtCon, and Supanova, I've got badges of some description. So firstly, I have these little badges. Hopefully you can see them. Basically they're all little chibi characters. So we've got Jack Frost, Apollo Justice, and Phoenix Wright. Both of those 2 are from Ace Attorney. And Link, which you can't see because I've got my fingers all over the... Yep, you can't see any of it. Impossible. So for this one, we've got Jack Frost. It was the only Rise of the Guardian thing that I found there, which is kind of depressing, apart from the same person was selling bookmarks. Apollo Justice and Phoenix Wright from the Ace Attorney series, one of my favourite gaming series, and Link from The Legend of Zelda. Sadly, I don't recall the name of the person who sold me these. I think it might have been Cherry something. I feel so bad. But if you know who it is, if you're the person who sold it to me, or if you just know because you were there, or you're a friend or something, please, please, please say in the comments, and I'll check to make sure there's the right person, and if so, I'll just put an annotation here. Sorry. Also, worth noting, because I didn't say it before, links to all the things in the description. So the Mickey Mouse Monday t-shirt, that was from, I believe it was Totally Irreverent. Yep. The next one are probably some of the favourite badges, and I've just been like playing with them and loving them and oh, so many things, which are these badges, and I don't really need to have the zoom focus in because they're just like freaking massive. So they're all little pixel, they're the kind of beady things that I think you're supposed to like iron, and they're just hot glue gun. If you're wondering why this one kind of looks crappy, if you can tell, it's because I had it on a jumper in my bag and then I pulled the jumper out. And luckily the jumper wasn't ripped, but the pin wasn't attached to the mushroom. So I got mushroom, I've got a Link, and I got a Pokeball, so yeah. And the one that I've decided to leave till last are the Geeky Little badges. These are tiny little 1-inch badges, and I wanted to include them last because I can't really deny that these have been some of my more favourite ones. Like, I adore these, but this is the first time I've ever bought them. Whereas these, I love them. Because they've got a good deal, they've got good deals for getting like multiple ones, I usually do. So in this case I think they had 5 for $7 or so. One way or another I got 5. So the 5 that I've got today, got the 2 portal ones. I like those. Got me some kind of 8-bit looking ones. So I got a Zelda boss key and a Boo. And finally, just to mix it up a bit, I got an Ice King. Ice King, my favourite character in Adventure Time, because he's so relatable, which is kind of sad, but yeah, I kind of relate to him. As for why I love them so much, it's just because I've gotten them so many times. As for how many I've got in the As for how many I've got in the 8 years though, 8 years? Are you serious? As for how many I've got over the 8 months that I've been going to cons, well, this is what 8 months of Geeky Little badges look like. It's glorious. I'll be honest, I love me some nerdy badges. And the best part of all my badges is the fact that I've got a badge like this. I has all the sexy. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please be sure to subscribe and like. Also go to my new channel, Sammy Deej. I've got a few videos out, so you have less excuse to not go there and subscribe. Except for the fact that you might just not like me. I do have some new videos planned for that channel, so yeah, that's where they're going to be if you're wondering where I'm posting stuff for the next few days. Bye.